Hey everyone, welcome back to another important advanced networking concept in regards to AWS Direct Connect. So I hope you got a really good insight into how Transit Gateway works. Now let's take a look at AWS Direct Connect. So as the name suggests, it's a direct connection as a fiber optic cable from your AWS data center all the way to your on-premise data center set up by a partner location of Direct Connect. Later, you will get a really good idea when we take a look at some of the diagrams. So one end of the cable is connected to your router, the other one to your Direct Connect partner location router. So with this connection, you can create virtual interfaces directly to public AWS services which are called as public WIFs, and you can create private WIFs to access Amazon VPCs, related resources that are sitting within the Amazon's network, and this bypasses all of your internet service providers. The other option is to set up a site-to-site VPN connection, which is less than 1 Gbps in terms of speeds. It has very low bandwidth, but whereas Direct Connect has a lot of bandwidth. It has 1 Gbps, 10 Gbps, all the way even up to 100 Gbps in terms of dedicated connection, and it has sub 1 Gbps in terms of hosted connection. The difference between Direct Connect and site-to-site VPN is site-to-site VPN goes over the internet, but it's a tunnel-based encrypted connection, whereas Direct Connect bypasses all of the internet service providers in your network path. So a classic example for you is in regards to this. So there are so many partners for Amazon Web Services who have their own Direct Connect location. So now over here, you have two types of connectivity which you can establish. One is a dedicated connection, one is a hosted connection. The way it works is it's a series of virtual LANs or virtual routers that connect your on-premise customer's router all the way to the AWS's region through a direct connect gateway. So here you can go ahead and create private virtual interfaces to talk to a private virtual gateway or a transit gateway to talk to your AWS VPC related resources, but you can create a public virtual interface to talk to AWS services that are in the internet, such as S3 and so on. So with this, I hope you got a decent idea as to how it works. Later, I will go ahead and give you some more diagrams to make it more clear. So there are two components in regards to Direct Connect. One is connection and the other one is virtual interfaces. A connection is a connection that you choose of sub 1 Gbps or 1 Gbps, 10 or 100 in terms of dedicated connection to establish a network connection between your on-premise to an AWS region. And a virtual interface, like we described, is a public virtual interface that allows you to access internet-related AWS services, and a private virtual interface to enable access to your VPC resources. So in terms of connections, there are two types of connections. One, where the connectivity between the Direct Connect partner location and AWS is not yet set up. And the other type of connection, which is hosted connection, where there is already a connectivity between the cloud service provider and the Direct Connect partner location. So with hosted connection, the connectivity is already there between the Direct Connect partner location and the cloud service provider. But with a dedicated connection, you need to request that connection. They give you a letter of authorization of connecting facility assignment, which you have to go ahead and download, and they will ask you for more information. And the duration for you to reply is within 7 days. So for you to set up a dedicated connection, it could take some weeks, whereas setting up a hosted connection of sub 1 Gbps speeds is already in place in terms of the Direct Connect partner location with the cloud service provider. So let's take a look at the examples for these two. So this is a diagram from Packet Fabric. So thank you, Packet Fabric, for putting up these very nice diagrams. With hosted connection, it's a shared connectivity between multiple customers. So it's multi-tenant in nature. And the cross connect in terms of from Packet Fabric's Direct Connect partner location to the cloud service provider is already in place. But when it comes to dedicated connections, in terms of dedicated connections, it's single tenant, but at the same time, this cross connect is not available from Packet Fabric's Direct Connect partner location to the cloud service provider is not available. And it is built using that letter of authorization of connecting facility assignment and so on. So with dedicated connection, you can get 1, 10, and 100 Gbps speeds, whereas with hosted connections, you can get less than 1 Gbps, 1 Gbps speeds like 50 Mbps and so on. So there is one last concept that you have to remember in terms of direct connect, which is in terms of link aggregation groups. How do you handle multiple dedicated connections? This is not applicable for hosted connections. How do you handle multiple dedicated connections as one single entity? And there are some constraints which I would like you guys to explore. You can manage that through something called as link aggregation group or using the link aggregation control protocol. So you can aggregate multiple connections and manage them as a single entity. So I don't know whether I'll be able to show you guys the hosted connection because I don't know how much cost it's going to incur. But if at all at a later point of time, I'm able to do it, I'll probably record a video and upload it for Direct Connect. So with this, all of our concepts in terms of VPC is complete except for site-to-site VPN, which needs a little bit of background. And then I'll show you an example in terms of how I set it up using the OpenSwan or LibreSwan VPN between two AWS regions. So I hope you are having a good time. You are learning a lot on the VPC side of things. Take care and have a great day. See you all later.